Course corrections. Let's have a talk about it. You know and I know that over a period of time, no matter how great an organization is, there comes that moment when it really needs some kind of a course correction. Now, this is not always easy. Think with me about companies in the secular world that needed to make the course corrections and didn't make them until it was too late. Think about Blockbuster. Why didn't they make the course correction when they needed to? That small upstart Netflix was coming up behind them, and they needed to make a course correction, and they didn't, and so they no longer exist. Think about other companies that you know about that didn't make the course corrections. And so the question is, how do you make course corrections? Here are a couple of things I wrote down. Number one, make the decision before you have to. Too often we wait until we have to. Here's what I know. If you wait until you have to, the change becomes more painful. So I would encourage you, make that course correction long before you have to. Oftentimes leaders will say, well, we don't have to. Well, if you wait until you have to, you wait too long. Here's another one. Always be a little bit paranoid so you never become complacent. Many times we miss the opportunity to make the course correction because we have become too complacent. Another one, in order to make a course correction, I found that you need to bring the key leaders into the room and have the discussion with them. Hey, something is wrong. And until the leader says something is wrong, many times the course correction can never be made. Here's another point. Ask the key people to help. You'll be surprised at how quickly many of them will say yes. The fact is, quite often they knew that a course correction needed to be made, but they were waiting for the leader to say help. And so I encourage you. Another thing, articulate a new vision and then identify the cultural shifts that will need to happen. Remember, the culture always trumps the vision. So articulate the vision, but then after you've articulated the vision, think about the culture that needs to be changed in order for that vision to take hold. And then finally, decide what systems do we need to put in place so that when we make the course correction, it continues over the long haul. Course corrections, everybody needs to make them, and I hope you'll make yours successfully. Thanks.